Hi everybody, it's Kirsty from Adeline Country Cottage. I thought I would go live to show you all the products that I have been working on. All my devices are completely filled and I cannot upload or record on anything. So this way I get everything done at once and you all can see what it is. Make sure you give a thumbs up so that I know that you're watching, and let's get straight into it. So I've created some Christmas things or Christmas theme, and I've also created a European style packs and journals. Sorry, I'm really crapping myself to do this live because you've only got one take and that's it. So yeah, so let's get back to it. I might thumble around a little bit with my words, and of course some of the names of the products I'll probably forget what I've called them as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, and we'll just move some of these things off to the side, and we will start with the new pocket. Now I've actually got one more tag that two more tags that I've got to make for this particular pocket, and I've also got to add in the rusted paper clips and what do you call it, those clampy things. Let me just get the jar full of them. There you go. So some of these I've got to add on to the actual what do you call this pocket thing, so that there you've got some things to put together. Okay, so you start off, there's a little journal. Now these were inspired, my parents and my brother went to Europe I think about 3 weeks ago. Anyway, these were all inspired by the photos that they had taken. This is a little journal that I've made to add in, that you can create your own journal with and put in your own things, which obviously you can use from the actual pack. So of course it's just got some music paper, grid paper, vintage book, and then there's what do you call this stuff? Tissue paper, which is from the pattern paper. That's what it's called. And then of course there's coffee dyed paper, vintage wallpaper, again from the pattern books. Designer paper, a little pocket here that you can put something inside. Yeah, and then it's just going back to the other side of that. So that's the book or the journal. So in the pocket you'll get some washi and you'll get ephemera. Now I've actually created a kit, a downloadable kit, which will be on the website and released soon as well. So you'll be able to purchase that and make your own little kits, or use them for your journals or your scrapbooking. Some washi tape. So this is like a linen, and it's dyed sort of like almost like a blue jean sort of color. And this one here, same applies. This is very sheer and does fray quite a bit, so you can actually pull it apart and sort of give that that rough look. As again, I'm going to say to you, I'm a little bit tongue-tied. I'm so scared. And of course, all of the stuff that I've backed it onto, you can actually reuse as your own little tags, and add your own little collage to the actual cards themselves. So this is just a little tied off here, and that's your little tag here. Now this one here is actually from the printable kit that I've created, which you can actually purchase. And of course there's some matte paper and you can add in a cut up, or perhaps just use it as, make it into an envelope or flip out. So that's those ephemeras there. And this here, I've just added some vintage fabric and a little tie. Open the tie off, and I've just popped in some, I mean, this is a mixture of vintage fabrics. I don't know, is this really blurry? Please comment to let me know that if it's blurry or not, and that I have to sort of bring it in a little bit. So if anybody's wanting to do that for me, that'd be great. Okay, so some of these are vintage. Actually, they're all vintage out of this pack. And yeah, so those ones are all vintage. Normally I put in some that are new as well. So that's the little pack that the fabrics you can use for, you know, tabs or little tip-ins or anything like that that you would like to use it for. We got some lettering from my lettering book. Actually, I'll get it so I can show you. Okay. So this is the book here. It's got all the little typotext in here that you can use, or I've actually scanned this one because it's the last scripted. So, oops, sorry, shaking away there. It's the last scripted text in this particular book. And then we've got the bingo card. It's got a little bit of blue, like a pale blue on there, and so that's quite cute. Here's another one that I've actually, that's from the downloadable printables. I can't even speak. Okay, it's got a bit of a blue film to it. It's got a little blue stamp, you know, so that's always cute. And this is from a book that I have. I've just scanned that in. I just thought it was perfect with the color of the ageness of it, and of course the color of blue that can go with that kit. This is one of the tags. I've just done a bunch of collaging of fabrics and tea-dyed transfer paper, some vintage fabric, and of course some stamping with one of the stamps that I have. And I've created a little envelope that you can turn in into, you know, like a tuck or I can't even speak, I'm so nervous. And yeah, so I've just used vintage wallpaper, my favorite wallpaper, and I've just created this envelope that you can you know, it's just a cute little envelope that you can sort of tuck into the side of your journal. Another one of the old books that I have that I've scanned. I thought that was, I like the colour and the design of that. We've got some vintage book paper. What would Jesus do? Now, don't crucify me for cutting up that book, please. We have an envelope here. And in this envelope, we have a couple of images. This one is a downloadable, which will be in that kit, where I've just done some overlaying, and that's the original image there. So those can be used as well. We have some vintage book page. It's more about the colour palette on that. We have some source paper, and again with my favourite wallpaper. I've done it on some vellum or tracing paper, so that you've got a you know, like a sheer look through on. Let's see, I'll show you. So it looks through on the source page like that. We've gone very blurry, haven't we? Oh, thank you, Jenny. So yeah, so this is like a tracing paper that I've printed on, and of course, you know, you can use that and you can see through it. And that's the solid piece there, which is blue is my favorite color, and that's why I created this. So And this is another downloadable printable which will be in that kit. It's just a bunch of layering these beautiful roses and some scripted writing, which is absolutely stunning. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. It's so encouraging. We have some tea-dyed paper. Now, this one here has got slightly, I mean, it's quite grungy. I know that there's some people that like a bit more of a grungier look. But this one here has a bit of a bronze shimmer to it. I was trying out a new technique. This, yeah, it's sort of, I added some pigment into the actual water, which is like almost like a shimmering pigment into the tea dye, not the water, the tea dye bath, and I let it sit for a little bit, and then when I pulled it out, it sort of, and let it dry, and it's got this gorgeous metallic look about it. It's fantastic. Yeah, so let me get another one that sort of doesn't give the true rendition of that. Let me just see if I've got one that's handy. Okay, here we go. Now, this is what I love. I love how majority of these ones have worked. It kind of reminds me, you know, whether you're looking at Saturn, you know, with some of their rings, or perhaps looking down on the Australian Earth. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's got that real metallic. I don't know if you can actually see that, but it's beautiful. Okay, moving along. We've got some vintage music paper. Love that old aging effect to it. And here I've just, it's a card which is the same as, let me see. It's the same as this one here. Now it is quite thick. I've just done some stamping on it. You can use it for tags, or you know, perhaps you could use it for a cover for a journal. Love the script. I think it's quite pretty, and yeah, I think that, you know, the card is really, it's kind of what do you call it? It's almost like it's got a fabric feel to it. It's, yeah, it's really beautiful. Anyway, so that comes with that. Now to the pocket. The pocket is almost like a very pale grey. You've got your back pocket here. You've got the lace pocket in the front. And then I've just added some, what do you call this? I've forgotten the name. Muslin. That's it. So muslin, and then you've got the lace and some washi, and then I've just added some pockets in the front, and then it's just on the back. It's just got my little logo put on the back there. So that is that particular pack, and as I said, there's also another one or two tags that I've got to just produce with that, kind of like my other ones where I do the fabric tags. So that is that kit. So I hope you all like that one. Let's pop that to the side. Okay. So, sorry, I'm coming back. Okay, so let's move on to the other European journals, which are these ones here. Now, these are all made with fabric, and they did take a bit of time to make these. I'm in love with them. I just love all the strings and that are hanging down. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making these. It's quite pretty. Okay, so we've got the image here, and of course I've just backed it onto a collage paper that I made using. I will show you what I used if I can reach without knocking the camera down and anything else. Using the old style music paper. I've forgotten the name of them, for the piano. Okay, so I've used it for that, and then I've just done layering and stamping and a bit of whitewashing with some homemade paint that I've made. And so we've got that. There's some muslin underneath. We have some sari silk. I've done some stitching, hand stitching all around, as well as machine stitching. This little rosette here is from Miss Rose Sister Violet. You can find them on Etsy and or on their website, missrosesisterviolet.com. I think it is. It could have .au at the end. Anyway, so that's the front page, and it's actually a half page. Okay, so I'm just going to pop it down. Yeah, so there's a little tuck here, and I've just used different fabrics, and I've made pockets. I've left all the pockets empty so that you can fill it with whatever you would like. Okay, so we've got some lace here, vintage fabric here, a calico page, another scripted fabric, which is a newer one. Well, actually, I say new when it's about 5 or 6 years old. We have a linen pocket here with some lace trimming down here. This was majority, like this white one, this one here, this page is actually made with fabric napkins. Yeah. Another lace pocket. We have another calico page and vintage fabric here. And this is a journal that comes inside the journal. I didn't join it because I wanted it for you to be able to do it the way you wanted to do it. You know, if you wanted to tuck this into your journal, use it as a journal insert, and then of course you could slip this into the insert as well. So this is also vintage fabric as well. Now the insides of these are exactly the same as the ones that are in the pockets, so I won't open that up because it's exactly the same. And we're just on the other side. We've got some vintage fabric down the side. Again, another pocket, the lace, and more vintage. And then, of course, the back part of the journal, which has all these yummy strings, or, you know, what do you call that? I can't think. Thread hanging down. Sorry. Okay, so if you don't like any of this, all of this has all been machine stitched. I've actually, I don't know if you can see, but I've actually, each individual part, each one has been sewn on. It took forever to do, but it was something that was in my head. I just had to create it. And this is a very soft insert. I've used what they would use for babies' quilts. I've forgotten, what do you call that stuff? Can anybody tell me? Can you think of what it's called? That quilter's insert, that, yeah, I can't think of the name of it right now. When I do, I'll let you know. Okay, so that was that one. Now, they're pretty much all the same, except with a different image on the top. All the fabric pockets inside are the same. The journal matches the front image, and as I said, they're pretty much with the same pocket, the same vintage fabrics that I've used. So batting, thank you. Thanks, Jenny. Yes, that's it. Okay. Yes, so there's another one with another image, and that also is on the front of the journal. Yeah, there we are. That's on the front of that journal as well. But as I mentioned, all the pockets are the same, all the fabric is the same. So I think I actually called this particular collection. Let me just double check on that. Let me see. Come on. Okay, let me see. We have called that. Where are we? Okay. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through my phone, just trying to find where I named everything. La 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 la. Okay. Oh, why can't I find it? I think I've called it In Love with Europe or something like that. Something like that. I think. Where are we? I can't find it. Okay, maybe I went back too far because I'm looking at other things that I shouldn't be looking at. Okay. Okay, here we go. This one, or this collection. Sorry if I'm boring you right now. I'm just trying to find what this particular one is because it's really bugging me. Oh, Left My Heart in Europe is what I've called this collection. Yeah, so these ones are called Left My Heart in Europe. Again, same image as the insert, and again, and of course again, and all the pages are all the same. Now I kept one particular one off because I decided to keep it, and plus I like the colouring of it. All right, I'll show you. They will have a tie off like this, a sari tie when you actually get them, but this one's my one. I really wanted the blue one, but this is my favourite fabric, so I've kept this one in particular because of the. But the fabrics are slightly different because I created this first for myself, and yeah, so that one's actually my one. And so moving right along, we will get to. What did I do with those tags, which is the Left in Europe? Why can't I find them? Okay, I have lost them. It's not here. Okay, I'll have to open up another pack. All right, so this is the tags for Left My Heart in Europe. They are all used with vintage fabric. I've just sewn them all the way in. I've just basically just tucked the fabric around them, stitched all the way around the edges. I've added some muslin here, some sari silk, and of course some stitching up the side here. So those ones will be sold individual. I just wanted to show you each one. So as I said, these are for the Left My Heart in Europe collection. Okay, so that's those. Okay, so let's get on to the Christmas stuff. How are we for time? We're on 24 minutes. Okay, so this one here is an actual insert for your journal. It's for Christmas. All I have done is just added this beautiful little image here, and I've created it into like a little skirt for the angel. There's stitching and of course some muslin, little halo over the top, and at the back I've just made a little pocket here and has some. Let me just pop that down. Has some little ephemera pieces that you can use through, they're just tiny little pieces that you can use throughout your Christmas journal. So they go in that little pocket. And then here's a tag that I had made. All the glitters I generally use. Well, this one's a pure silver German glass glitter. It actually ages in time, and it gets that patina look, like how pure real silver does, and it gives it more of an age effect. So yeah, I'm totally loving that. Look, a lot of people that have bought my tags in the past, they generally either hang them up on their Christmas tree because the light captures on my glitters and they shimmer really beautifully. It's kind of whether it's the silver or whether it's the glass glitter, because it sort of gives the look of or the sparkle of diamonds. It's really stunning. So that's that, and we open up, and inside we have a little journal, and I'll open that up in a sec. In here we have a little pocket with a Santa. We got some ephemera in the side here. There's just a little pocket up in here. And inside this, I've just sewn this little pocket out of baking paper. And so it's one of Kaisercraft's little images. Their new pack for this year, which I'm actually working on 3 new other Christmas journals, which will be coming out soon. I haven't quite finished, but their new black and white pack is super stunning. So we just have a couple of Christmas checks here. And inside is just a little image from a postcard that I have. Okay, so that pops in there. If you're interested in seeing that Kaisercraft pack, let me know, and I'll bring the pad up so that you can have a look. It is super stunning. Okay, so we have some matte paper and of course some of that shimmering paper that I created. So that we have another image here in this pocket. We've got some little jingle bells and another ephemera piece where I've actually collaged the Santa on. And of course there's some more old, I don't know what it is, a letter or documentation, so that you can use cut up and use throughout your journal. And okay, so we will get into the journal. So okay, so I've just done some stitching around the side, and there's some glitter on the front. This one isn't a German glitter, it's just a very fine green that I've used. It's very similar to the Left My Heart in Europe journal in pages, except I've added my vintage wallpaper, which I've backed it on to ledger and sewn around the edges. I have a fascination of all things vintage wallpapers, and I've got about 3 or 4 baskets full of all different types. So that I thought represented Christmas perfectly, So, if you wanted to sort of, whether you use this or you've got your own ephemera that you can pop inside, but this is just super stunning. So yes, we just go through. There's a bit of a pocket in the top here you can use. I won't do, look, I've cut that nice and good. So yeah, you can just pop stuff inside there. And we go through designer paper, source file. Now, source file, I thought, you want to put down places where you've purchased things, or where you've, you got to remember where you got to buy things, or somewhere that you want to perhaps keep as your documentation or on file. I stamp my website in here so that way, you know, being a source file, you know, you might want to write down the other places where you want to keep note of. And the other side of that. So that is that particular kit, which I think is really cute and can be inserted into your daily journal. So that's that one. We'll move that to the side. Okay, now these ones here, there are 5 of these different types of Christmas journals. Okay, my whole purpose, or the design, I actually designed these first before the actual boho ones that you saw. The idea came because I have not only collected, but I also used to sell Cody Foster's little Christmas Putz houses, and that idea came from, well, this idea came from those, and I just thought they were really cute. So I might have to do a little bit of a flip on a few of these ones because some have slight different things inside. Okay, in this one, there's just, I've used a chandelier piece and just added some Christmas trimming for the wreath, and of course there's like a little shimmering stone on here. Some lace. I've cut out individually every single window. Yeah, it was a bit painstaking. I will and sewing across all of them. Inside the actual windows themselves, I'm not sure if you can actually see through that, but it's got the look of frosted glass, so that it looks like it's all iced up. I don't know if you can actually see that. Anyway, so I just love how this has actually turned out. So we move inside. I've left this all blank. I don't know, it just shows the workmanship of it. And if you wanted to stick it up on the shelf and put, you know, like a little fairy light behind it, I guess that could show through. It'll look really cute. And of course, with it being closed, can you see the little Percy in there? Which is the angel's face. So that's the other cover. Inside, we've got a little flip of a Christmas tree with a little pocket. And down the side, I've made all of the gathering of my leftover scraps, and you know how we do it with all our fabrics. Well, I did it with all the leftover scraps of paper. In here we have a pocket where I've just popped in a little ephemera piece. We have a tab here, the source page, some area where you can write. Here I've created, okay, let me explain to you about the reason behind this particular journal. I wanted you to fill this journal up. Christmas is huge. We take a lot of photos. We've got a lot of memorabilia that, you know, like with cards, etc., you know, that you get from people and family, friends. So I kind of kept this quite blank. So this is basically all the little things that I've made are for you to either hang on your Christmas tree, or perhaps if you wanted to stick them inside the journal. But as I said, generally the whole thing is not a place where I've put a lot of detail into it, like I did with the boho journal or the mood journals. So I've made these little these cute little angel Victorian style Christmas decorations. They've got the shimmering glass glitter on it, so that will capture on the light on your tree. So it's I've added batch numbers of how many that there is of. And if you are actually interested in me doing some tutorials on how to make these little things that you see, leave a comment down below, and, I will look into it in the coming weeks leading up to Christmas. So she's super, super adorable. I really like that. And in the pocket, I've added some little ephemera pieces that I can't open it right now. But yeah, there's all tiny little vintage ephemera pieces, Christmas, that you can use throughout the journal, and or perhaps if you wanted to make some of these little Victorian style Christmas decorations. And this here I have created like how you see in your purse. So it's each one, if you wanted to slot in your little Christmas cards, you can, and it goes all the way down. And I've just made again a few of these little Christmas cards, cards here, and with the dainty little paper that I've folded and sewn down the edges here. And these printables, I'm pretty sure that it was, oh gosh, I've forgotten the name. I had it. I can't think of her name right now, and I deeply apologize. It's not, is it Nectar Creations? Or Nikita? I can't think of her name right now. She's on Etsy. Once, when I get a chance, I will let you know about where they're from. Again with the paper, that beautiful paper. And I've just done a bit of a collaging thing here where with the angel behind, and this is just like a little pocket inside. You can do some writing, and this is just some old vintage advertisement. I've just made like a little envelope, but they're all, what you used to see in the magazines. Can't believe how much the wreaths cost, like 49 cents. Gosh, you're paying nearly 400 for a good one these days. So that's really old and vintage and yummy, I like. And of course, again with this one's on all the different ornaments, which is really, really pretty as well. Well, I wouldn't say pretty, kind of looks grungy. Grungy, and yeah, I like that old newspaper Christmas. Christmas is my thing. I used to lie under the Christmas tree as a child, staring up at all those shimmering old mercury balls. I love Christmas. Christmas in my house, I have about 5 trees up every year, by the way. Yeah, I know, crazy. We got a little bell and another little tank here, where I've just done some stamping and gathering of fabrics, and I've just muted out this page with another little cute image and some stamping, and again with that old piano paper, and just some little ephemera in the inside here. Music paper, some tabs, and here. Okay, so this here, I don't know, can you see that clear enough? Seems a bit blurry on my end. Okay, so here I've made a little tuck so you can pop something, whatever you like, in. It also has this beautiful, I don't know if you can see it, it shimmers. It's that beautiful glass glitter, once again, just up here on the light, some down here on the snow. Yeah, so, and that's actually like a little belly band. So if you want to hide like a little note in there from the kids, you can. And inside this pulls out. And here you can see I've used some of the petite, oh, hang on, let me get over here. Where are we? It is a little blurry. Oh, really? I'm so sorry. I don't know. I've tried everything for the lighting in here. If I put the light on, it shines this. What's that? It's incredible how much time it takes to get photographed and loaded. Sometimes it could take almost a whole day just on one item. There are sometimes depending on the lighting, and how bad it is. My pic's very clear. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so yeah, I like to make everything. I'm pretty anal when it comes to taking my photos because I like everything crisp and clear and the perfect lighting so that you can see every detail of. And what's weird, Jennifer? Yeah, so, okay, we'll move along. This page here, we've got a little pocket up the top here. This is a little tiny, tiny, tiny book, okay, where you can write some, little bits and pieces. If I don't see your comments, it's because I'm concentrating on going through some of the things. So it's when I look up and I've gone, oh, okay, I just missed that comment. Yeah, so that just ties off there. I'll do that a bit later. This here flips, we'll take this one out, this pin. This flips out. Okay, and there's some ephemera inside this little pocket here. I've kind of gone for a little bit of a black and white theme this year. So there's some ephemera in that one. And another one here with some more ephemera. And we turn it over this side and we unhook this one. I actually got this idea from Bohemian. Is it Bohemian Crafter? Bohemian. I can't think of her name. You know what? I've lost the paper that I had everybody's name written down, places where I purchased stuff and places where I had everything sorted, but I can't seem for the life of me find it right now. I'm pretty sure it's Bohemian Crafter. If you're there, can you say who you are? Because you have inspired me heaps with this. This crafting. Yes. You are right. Yep. Okay, thank you. Yes. This is where I was inspired by her. She does some amazing, amazing work. A little tag, and of course he's got some of his little glittery. Maybe if I don't move so fast, you can see. Okay, so he's got some of that German glitter on him. There's a little tuck behind this part here, so that's a little tuck inside there. And then, of course, these images, once again, I can't remember for the life of me, think of who that Etsy shop is from. Do you know what? Let's see if I can get it out why I'm showing you. So we'll pop those tuck inside there. This opens up a little place to hide something in here. It's just on some little hinges. Some more images inside there. Oh, I'm holding that too tight. It does slide in nice and easy. It's just the angle I'm standing on. Again with a little angel. A bit of some stamping. Okay. let's see, I've opened up Etsy. And it is this lady here. Can you see that? Is that showing up real bad? Nostalgia Graphic Land. Nostalgia Graphic Land. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. Okay, more pockets here. So we close all those up. So you can hide little things in there from the kids. And that just closes up like that. And then, of course, you can pin it down. So that's that side. So if you do close up this, and then you flip it this way, okay, that's why I pin that down, because when I do close it, I need that space here. Okay, let's pin that. So this side, okay, this is more about for you to hang or to tie on presents. This one here is just a little hanging angel, and she's got some glitter on her, and she will sparkle like crazy on your tree. And that's again with the German glass glitter. Now this little angel here, okay, let me see. Why can't I get her out? Because I've got to undo her, that's why. Okay, there's one. Where and where? Okay, two. Oh, no, she's still stuck. What's going on? There he is, or she. Okay, so this one you can either use as a tag to hang on to your gift, or perhaps you can tie it up on your tree, you know. So she's really, really, really pretty. And it's got a little skirt. It's got some little bling inside here. See the little bling? Just some jewels inside there. So that's the little angel. And then there's a star, which shows you more of that, what that German glitter looks like. So see how it's got that gorgeousness? Silver. I just love it. I could sit there and just move it all day and see it all sparkle at me. That's all right. I'm a little bit crazy. Don't worry about that. Okay, these ones I've actually tied on. I'm not going to take off. It's in the same concept as I made the front covers of the Left My Heart in Europe journals. So I've just sewn around the bell, and I'll move it up so that perhaps you can see it. Yeah, so I've just sewn around the actual bell itself, and you know, it's just got a little hangy thing. I've sewn it to the book, so you'd have to just maybe unpick it to take it off. So you can tie that on, you know, whether you want to tie it on your tree, on a present, you know. So this is why this book feels really thick, because of these items in here. But obviously once you've removed those, it will thin down a bit, and you can actually use that page and, you know, add your own little memories to it. We've got some matte paper, music paper, tab, some ephemera here, and in the top here, and I might actually swap that one out, I'm not sure yet. We've got some more of that nostalgic graphic images. They have the most amazing Christmas printables. You must go and check them out. They are fabulous. Okay, we have a little pocket here. As I said, there's not much in here. It's all about you and what you can create with your family, your memories. That's the other side of that page, with all the little pockets that you can fill up with fill up with, you know, small Christmas cards, or, you know, if you wanted to keep it for your own family where you put your own cards in there that you've been gifted with, you can do that also. And there's another little pocket with some ephemera pieces in there as well for you to be able to create and stick them through your journal. And of course some writing areas, the source file, and then there's a little tuck here with a little angel. I've only just popped her in there, so she's sort of like tucked in. And underneath I've actually put my report card, so you can put the name of your child, the year, and the subjects and what grade they got. And it's sort of like to hide it away, to say whether they're being naughty or nice. Oh, I wouldn't say naughty or nice, if their grades are up, to get that special present that they want, you know. And in here's just another ephemera piece, and that is the back. So that's that one. So with the other, I will quickly whip through those, but I won't open up the center. It's more about just the different, some of the different pages and images that I've used. And of course, the little reef on the front, and I've popped go this way, love. The little face, cute little face in the window, and then there's another one down here. And can you see that without the... And of course, I've made that sort of the look of icy glass in the windows. I don't know if you could see that. And that's where they are. And of course, he's got a little bit of that glass glitter on him, and that's just a little flip out. And of course, the insert is exactly the same, and with the different papers, just a different, it just might have different designer paper inside, and of course a different tag. But generally, this one is different because that one being pink, I had to add a little bit of pinks in that one. This one, it's just got a different little tuck, and of course the little belly band where, you know, of a woodland. So it's a little bit more of a woodland theme. You know, does still have all that shining, beautiful glitter. And of course you get the angel and the star and the bells. So that's in the center. And some ephemera pieces, again that music paper, the pockets, and some old vintage lace, again with the wallet areas where you put the cards. Of course, this also has in both the front and the back the little Christmas ephemera pieces. And of course the flip out and the angel. This one has a little different, I think that's upside down, yep. And then you've got the back, where it's got a little flip out in this one as well. Okay, so that is that one. Okay, move on to the next. Another little reef, little Percy person in the window. And the front, actually all the fabric I've used is linen, okay, on the front covers. And that also has that, you know, that glass sort of look about it, the frosted glass or iced up glass. And you see the angel through the window. It's a little flip. And again, we've got the little pocket, the little flip out. And, oh, don't mind my nails. I haven't had a chance to have them done. The little woodland image. Again, with the little ephemera. They're all the same as the other ones. Again, of course, the little waterfall pocket. I wouldn't say waterfall pockets. Are they called waterfall pockets, or would you say they're purse pockets? For your, you know, like your credit cards and stuff. Again, with the little pocket and the collaging. Designer paper, sort of like a wood green. Tab, little jingle bell, and a little tag tucked in here. Again with this beautiful little image here that I've muted out, stamping, ephemera, and that's exactly the same as the other one. I think the next ones are all pretty much the same. Yeah. You've got the matte paper, music, ephemera pieces inside the little pocket. Places to journal, write, stick down, tuck in. Lace. Okay, so that's pretty much, and that one just opens up there. Okay, so that is that one. As I mentioned, these ones are all pretty much the same, you know. The little, this one's got a little jewel up here and down here. And we've got the little angel. That one's not a flip out, by the way. I love Dresden. Who doesn't love Dresden? Dresden is my life. Anything Christmas that I can create with Christmas stuff, yeah, totally my life. Okay, I just caught one of my hands in my hand. It's gone. So again, as I said, all the same, different tag, same sort of paraphernalia or ephemera that's been added. The same inside these little pull-outs. They're all the same as the other ones. Okay, I'm just trying to do it quickly because of the other 5 are they're all different. So that's why I'm just sort of doing this more of a quick flick. The ephemera in here, again with the tuck up, pin fell out, and then there's a little one here. Let me just pop that pin in the top so that I know to put that back. Okay, I'm running out of room of where to store these things. Okay, the last one of this particular ones. Bit of lace, another little charm off a chandelier. The insert, see her face through the window. Again, the paper pocket, little different image of a postcard. Same little Victorian hanging ornament. And we've got the paper, got the jingle bell, more designer paper there, a different tag. And am I boring you all yet? I feel like I'm being quite boring. Okay. Okay. So we've got the map, ephemera pocket, the music paper, places to journal and write, stick in photos, write little notes, little Christmas wishes from your children or grandchildren, or even for yourself. And there's another little postcard. It's just postcards that I have that I can't bring myself to let go because, as I said, I am madly in love with a Christmas. Okay, so that's that one. Yeah, I'll show you how mad I am on Christmas. I will get a chance to show you my studio. See, these are all my little postcards or Christmas cards. These are all vintage, and because Christmas is my thing, I can't bring myself to let these go. These are super stunning, and I just totally love them. Well, that's a birthday one, so yeah. So I did say one day I'll show you all my postcards and cards that I have. So I just thought, well, I'll just pull out a few now so that you can see them all. Yeah, just yummy, lots of yummy. How cute's that? So adorable. Yeah. So you would think that's a birthday card, but no, it's Christmas. This is adorable. This is full-on glitter all the way around. I don't know if you can see. It sparkles and shines. Gorgeous. Look at him. Isn't he cute? I know, I'm going off the beaten track here, but I just thought I wanted to show you. Look at that. Love, 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 love. Anyway, that is some of my Christmas. Now, we are heading into these ones. Okay, let's get rid of that. Oh, and by the way, in the last journals that I just showed, I'll be popping in these tags. These will be slotted inside of those last journals as well. So I quickly whipped up those. And so they will be going into that last lot of journals that I just showed you. Okay. Now, these ones here. Here we go. You know what? I need to get this thing straight off before I knock it down on the floor. Okay. Now we're in business. So, these. Yes, I did it. I didn't want to do it because, as I said, I'm a huge Christmas love of Christmas. And I cut up my John D. Arc Living Christmas ones. I didn't want to do it, but I did it. I just bit the bullet, ripped off the first one. I go, okay, relax, just do the rest. So I've got 5 of them. 5 of these little babies. Okay, they've all got this little, do you know that Christmas wire that you see on some of those old Victorian style, over this way, love, this way, the Victorian style Christmas decorations, you know, those really heavy duty ones. Let me see if I can get my hands on it. Where are they? Oh, right there in my face. What's going on, love? Okay, this is what they used to use, or they still use. These is wire, and they've been crimped. Back in those days, it was more circular, so that when they pulled it, it sort of stretched. It stretched across. I think I've made something with this so that I can show you. I can't remember if I made them to put in the journals, but I'll have when we go back in, because I made these a while ago, so forgive me because I can't remember what I've done in them. So yes, anyway, this is the type of wire, and generally they come out. It comes out of Germany. My life again. So moving on. So this, all it is just a little thing that you can just pull off. You can use that as a little tag if you want, for, you know, a present if you like. So that way, I'm sorry, I'm just moving this out of the way. Yeah, they are super adorable, this image. I've muted the colours out, the same with all the other little ones that I've slotted in, the other Christmas ones. I've muted all of these. These are from my massive Christmas file that I have. So that will be on the outside, and it will be tucked inside this journal, inside this little bag that I've created. Yes, there it is. Can I keep them all, or do I have to? Oh, all right, I'll sell them. I really want to keep them, but anyway. So this is the front. I have made the little tags inside. Also, again, with the fold out of that newspaper Christmas article. And the images from the Jean d'Arc magazine. Isn't this yummy? A little tucky here with some ephemera, designer paper, and of course the lace. We have an image here. We have a little tuck with another little tag, cute little tag that I've made. Now this is also from that a lady that does all the downloaded printables for the Christmas. What did I say it was? Nostalgia Graphique, I think it's how you pronounce it. So she does a lot of these, as I said. All her images are stunning. So if you ever get a chance, pop over and grab some of hers. And there's just some little diamantes on the flower there. And I've actually added batch numbers. You know, this one's 6 of 6. So, you know, it was my way of knowing and keeping a record. Just a postcard here, and I've added some of that glitter, that German silver silver glitter. This one's actually patinaed. I allow some of it to stay out with the air. I give it a bit of a spritz of water, ages it up really quick. Now this pocket here, I've actually stitched layers upon layers of sari silk to get that gathered look. And I've made a little tag here. I've used some money, well, fake money, to do a lot of gathering paperwork here. Some lace. Ephemera pieces, which is like in some of the other journals that you've seen already. And this one is different. This one is everything for the Christmas tree. And, you know, the tinsel. Don't you wish the prices were like the same as back then? Yeah, it's amazing. I love looking at all this old Christmas advertisement. It's gorgeous. Too gorge. We've got designer paper here. This is the one that I'm telling you from the Kaisercraft black and white pack. I'm going to step down. I'm going to grab this pack. I have to show you. It is super stunning. Kaisercraft, the actual, I have the huge store near my, and it's $20. Near, that's just not far from me. It's about 8 minutes away. Oh, that one's not open. Okay. Yes, I bought 2 because I just love it too much that perhaps I can use it in future projects. Okay, so well, I'm actually using it in the other Christmas projects that I'm doing. So it will be black and white and green, red theme. And I'm loving how it's looking at the moment, but I can't show you that right now. I'm so sorry. So look at this paper. It is super stunning. Okay, so you've got, you know, the different mistletoe and, you know, the woodland sort of look. You've got scripted writing about the holiday. And I just love how it's got these, believe in the magic of the season. And then you've got one with the stag and the tree. And then it's just got the little saying up the top here. I carry Christmas in your heart all year long. Oh, I do. Then you've got the holly. Okay, order that Kaisercraft paper off the Amazon a few days ago, and I can't wait to get it. Oh, it is stunning. It is stunning. And you've got the dark weathered timber. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Poinciennas. That also comes in the black. You know, the, well, white on black. That's that page here on my journal. So that's the back. of, that's only if you buy it singular. If you buy it singular, because they didn't have the packs in at Kaisercraft, they were waiting for them to come in. They had them in singular, so of course the singular ones have the printed back, and that's the back for this one on the back of that one. Okay, so I'll just do it quickly. So that's what it looks like in full. It's kind of like the other one at the front. And then you get this, wish you a Merry Christmas, with some, you know, the nutcracker, the Christmas stocking, 'twas the night before Christmas, what's happening on Christmas Eve. That's super cute. And you got that. You got the woodland. And I just love this. See how you can use this in parts of your journal, like up the side. You could sort of sew it up the side of your journal, or, you know, for whatever craft product that you're using. Got the music paper, see, once again, a beautiful border, and more music's 2 different tone. Always check up at the border too, because they're just really beautiful. And then this one here, where it's got the vintage images, you know, you can sort of cut these out for your Project Life cards, you know, that's always fun. No, this is not a sponsored video on Kaisercraft. I just love their products because they're Australian. And yeah, so this is all beautiful as well. And then there's more with the vintage house, and, you know, the husband and wife, or the boyfriend, you know, so that's really beautiful. And then you got their damask picture print, that's really pretty. Florets. And there's that other, oh, hang on, I'll show you. That's, see, this one, it's reversed, so it's not, it's black on white, but it's got script behind that. There's the white on black. And that design, spotted, with music in the spots. And, of course, the scripted writing muted out, again with the beautiful borders. So yeah, so that is a gorgeous pack. Absolutely love this pack. Okay, moving along. So we have glitter again around the edges. Got some tabs, some woodland print off, and craft paper, ledger, and I've printed out of the dictionary, which I'm actually standing on it right now because it's massive. It's about that thick. Yeah, so I'm standing on it so I can actually see if you do have commented, I can look at it. Okay, so it's just got the, you know, the meaning of Christmas. Yeah. So here I've just added a little ephemera pieces in I've pinned them down. Okay, so yeah, so that's just off the front of a music book. That's out of the Kaisercraft pack, that book that I just showed you, a pad, little tab here. Oops, actually, what's going on? That goes that way. And then we've got the shining bright ornaments. Okay, again a little tuck. Some more images from the magazine. Tea bag tab. Again with the paper on the other side. Image with glitter. Got some ephemera here, again with that little sari. Now this is a little pack here. I'm just going to slide this off. I've made this out of an old vintage paper, and inside are these little tags that I've created. So if you're interested, as I said, if you want to learn how to, or you want me to do a tutorial on how to make these, I'm more than happy. Just leave a comment and I will see, you know, if I get a chance to do that. So that goes with that, and every one of them have got this little pack, except this one it's got the angels. The other ones have a different one. the check, the tuck spot where I've just sewn on that angel. Got the designer paper, another check, and I've had gathering down the side here from the music paper. Now this is a tag that I have made, which is where you can see that wire. I've tried to do it kind of like that Jean d'Arc living, or the way that you know, they make them over there, and what their Christmas was about. Back in those days, they used to use whatever they could find to make Christmas decorations. So I've made one of these tags for you, or in every one of these particular books. Just a little flip up, and that just sits in there. So that is that one. And move into the other. These are all pretty much the same, except two of them are with silver. Like that last one was with silver, this one's gold. So again with the Jean d'Arc magazine with the sari silk tie-off. Sorry if you've written comments, I wouldn't have seen them because I keep looking down to make sure that I'm trying to get through stuff. Little jingle. Yep, so there's that. From the magazine, the image, again with a little tuck in here, sari, Kaiser craft paper, image from the magazine, another one of those little tags. And we've got a different postcard. The ephemera is the same in this one, except it's a little bit different. Again, this is Kaiser Craft Christmas. I think this one was from last year. You possibly could still get it. I'm not 100% sure. We've got a little clip, Christmas image. We've got ledger paper, tabs, the music paper. And we have some more ephemera just inside here. An angel, the shining bright. Okay, moving along, a little tuck, Santa tuck, another image, tea bag tab. Oh, and I've dipped this in the tea to give it a little bit of an older look rather than being new. So I'm just going to move on fast through this, okay? So we've got same ephemera as before, except there's just a few different, and we've got different vintage fabric in here. Now let me just double check. Now this one, all I'm going to do is just pull out one. It's like that same book with the little pocket. So these cute little angels, so they are, there is two of those in each one. So, and we've got the check, Christmas check. Again, another image, tip in. Another check, no, gathering magazine, and again a different, each one's different. So you got another one of those. So that is with that one. Okay, oops. Right. Running out of room. Okay. So going into this one. Okay, out we come. Again, sari silk, image from the beautiful magazine cover. Inside, got the tag, some cookies, and some stamping. Got some jingle bells. We've got an image from the magazine. Again, Kaiser craft paper. Pretty much everything's the same. It's just that it's just got slightly a different, papers, designer paper, and or a few different, ephemera pieces. So I'm just going to quickly move on. I've gone on and rambled too much. Okay, and we've got some postcards there. Get in, get in. Okay, that one again, it has those little beautiful little tags with some German silver glitter. And there's two in the pack. Again with the check. And we got that glitter around the edges again on those. And this one's a little angel tip in. The check on there. The back, of course. And then there's this time it's a little angel. Yeah. And sort of a bit of, I mean, they've been a bit grunged up. And so that is that one. Okay. Got 2 more to go. And come on, baby, you can get that off. I should have had all those taken off at the beginning so that way it wouldn't take so long. Okay. So this one, again, trumpet, and I've made my own kind of washi out of ripped fabric. So this one tag here is with, cooking items that you can use it for, like a little tussy-mussy, by popping in some greenery. Some from the magazine, again from Kaisercraft. Designer paper, tag, postcard, again with the gathering of lace and sari silk. We have the ephemera in the side. I won't open this because you've seen that paper already. That also, this particular, it was Christmas last year of Kaisercraft. I've kind of tea-dyed it. I didn't kind of like the way that it came up. Comes up really stiff and yucky. So I actually had to iron it flat because it was so warped. Okay. So moving along. The center, Kaisercraft page. You know what I mean. What's that thing? Like, I don't know, card that you can write on, I guess. Okay. Little tuck. Little image here, sari silk tab. Another little one with some of that beautiful glittery glitter. Look at it shimmer. Yummy, yummy. Okay, again with the ephemera and with the little pocket and sari pocket with the tags in there, which I've shown you. Angel. And then there's another little angel tag on there, on that one. Okay, and of course the tip-in. So that's that one, and we're down to the very last. This has been so long. So for me to film this would have taken me, like, film it, and edit. It would have taken forever. I'm sorry you've had to sit so long to watch everything. Okay, so again, the front cover of the Jean d'Arc magazine, Christmas magazine, and we have some tree toppers on this one, some print stamping from the magazine, the image, candle. Another air tip. What's that? That thing, you know what I mean. The woodland. I'm getting delirious now. My mouth is so dry. You have no idea. Okay, so we'll just keep pushing on. Okay, the images, the tag, postcard, the sari silk gathering. This time is a little bit different. We've got and the music paper from that collection. Yes, it is from that collection. Okay, we got the ledger paper, places to journal. We got some more ephemera here again. Oh, what is the name of the digital ephemera shop again? Nostalgic Graphique, I think its name was. Yeah, I think it's Nostalgia Graphique. Please, I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. I'll open it back up on my phone to see if I can get that up for you. Here, I still have it open. There you go. Can you see that? Yep. Okay, you can see what I bought, or how much I paid. I suppose it doesn't really matter because you'll pay that too. Can you get that? Have you written it down? Screenshot the page. Okay, I'm taking it down now. Okay, just a little woodland image. Again, with that little pouch. Oh, this one's got the little angels like I showed you last time. And of course, it's still got the little pocket and the sari silk. And, you know, we got some trimming here. The check. And the typewriter manual page. We've got the angel tip-in. And of course, I've got this beautiful Christmas eyelash trim. Or people call it eyelash trim. To me, it's just wool. Here, I'll show you. Here, this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Is that it? Yep. So, I know everybody calls it eyelash trim. Does it say it on there? What's it called? Yeah, no, doesn't say that. Anyway, to me, it's just wool. But if want to call it eyelash trim, let's call it eyelash trim. It's cute. I like it. Anyway, Christmassy. And that's what's in the top here. Yeah, the silver one. And I think I did it with the others too, but I just never pointed that out. The check. And again, from Nostalgia Graphique. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not sure. Okay. I'm delirious. Okay. This one. Another angel. Yeah. So that comes in there. Okay. So that concludes all of my new products. As I said, they'll be listed over this week. Some will be listed over this week. Some will be next week. So you're going to have to either subscribe when I send out on my website, subscribe as well, so that when I send out my email to everybody to notify them when they're uploaded on there, you will get that message. And yeah, I do have some. Let me give you a sneak peek. I'm not going to give you everything. I'm just going to show you the color palette. Oh, I love that color palette. Yes, see, beautiful. Stunning. That one, yes, will be. I'm working on those. I'm not putting reserves on any of the products because I find that some people have been missing out, and I'm not doing any custom orders whatsoever on the stuff that you have seen. Maybe in next year, in regarding to the Lift My Heart in Europe, I may perhaps do a re-lot of the tags and the smaller journals, or those little journal inserts, so that way, you know, I can sell those at a more cheaper way for people to be able to purchase them. There is more stuff coming, but I'm going to take a break so that I can catch up on a lot of things. in regarding. You may see me fly in and drop a few other little bits and pieces here and there. I also wanted to know if you're interested in seeing me do some tutorials. I know somebody has asked about the journal making, like the actual stitching the journals together. And now at that will take a little bit more of a time, I think, when it comes to actually doing that. I need to sort of try and work it out myself. I might have to do it live. I just find that some things is a little bit hard to upload when there's a lot more to it. Also, if there's any little Christmas things that you wanted to see in the way of the what do you call it? These little Christmas things. If you wanted to see a little tutorial on how to make these little booklets, with the little pouches, and of course the little tags, feel free to leave a comment down below. Obviously, it depends on how many people actually have requested or say yes to that as well, and if I've actually got the chance to do it. And if I do it, it will be live, because as I said, it's just hard trying to get things uploaded. What else have I got to tell you? Some things I have purchased which I had planned to do a box opening. I have got 2 boxes of Jane Davenport stuff, and I have had it now for a month or a month and a half, and I wanted to do an unboxing, and I still haven't done it. And all I want to do is play with her products, but because I also paint, so I wanted to play with those products, and I haven't done that, but I wanted to do an unboxing. I had a huge washi and other haul that I wanted to do. I will get around to it. It's, I've had this stuff for nearly 4 months now, and I still haven't had a chance to get my hands on doing that. With kids on school holidays, and then I took a massive fall. I took a fall. I was taking my daughter to singing. She does singing. And I took a massive fall, and of course, hobbling around for a few days with a bunged up knee. But yeah, so I'm slowly getting back into things, and I do apologize if this has taken so long to not only just to do a video, but to actually film this one has taken too long. It's like 92 minutes, and I feel like I've been on here far too long. Also, I do want to do a what do you call it? A room studio tour of my she shed. Well, I would say just studio. I wanted to do a tour, but it's because I've been frantically trying to make all this stuff. It looks like a bomb's hit it in here at the moment. So I want to go do a bit of cleanup on that. And of course, I just want to make a few more little bits and pieces before Christmas, and try and get them out there. I'll also like to mention that when I post my stuff, I've chosen a different way of posting now, where you will receive it within up to 8 days. You will get the I will get the notification that you've received it. Every single product since the very first 3 journals that I sent out, they took 2 months to get to the lady. I was so worried that she didn't receive them. And of course I kept saying, they've told me to hold on. But 2 months is ridiculous. I refunded the money to her for all 3 journals. And would you believe it, a week later they all turned up. So that was the service I gave her. She did end up getting the journals for free. But that's the service. If a product doesn't arrive, well, that's how I'm going to handle it. I don't want for my customers to wait so long for those products to arrive. So I've now chosen another way. Up to 8 days, you will receive your product to your door, and I will receive a notification that it has arrived at your place. So nothing since then has ever been lost. So it is a guarantee. Well, around this time leading into Christmas might be a little bit slow. But if I can get all this stuff out before then, you will, if you were to purchase, you will receive the products up to 8 days, 5 to 8 days. It's pretty much a guarantee, they tell me. So, which is fantastic. And I love the fact that I get a notification that it's arrived in your hot little hands. All right, my little friendies, I think I've taken up so much of your time now. Don't think there's anything else that I had to say, and except for I hope you all have a fantastic day and a fantastic week. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate every one of you for subscribing, and yes, I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.